All right, so before I get too started, I just want to kind of quickly run through what I've got here so that I can kind of make things make sense. So I have vocal mic that's obviously just to pick up room noise. So while I'm doing this, don't worry, the camera will not be this jerky when we're doing stuff. My bass is a beautiful Squire bass. My house is a fucking mess, whatever. I'm a single dad, eat my dick. Bass plugs into my pedals, which are sitting on a towel because I don't want to gouge the shit out of my floor. But I have a big muff, the wah, and a compressor. Those go into the Focusrite. That one goes into my headphones, and it goes into Reaper. Reaper is on here. I'm just going to pop over like this. This is what Reaper looks like. It's my DAW, and it is the thing that I use to do the recording. So the challenge with this is the Focusrite. I can probably, at this point, I can probably just do one of these and get back to being a normal human being. Is that going to, yeah, that'll work. So the Focusrite is a digital interface. And what it does is it allows me to pull my Reaper information, the sound, into the headphones, and I plug in my bass, and I'm playing along, and I can hear everything, and it's good. And it's taking the bass output and sending it straight to Reaper in the channel that I've selected, and everything's good. So that works. That's awesome. When I thought about live streaming this, that became challenging. What I ended up doing was going through a bunch of hoops. I'm going to explain that real quick just for those that are interested, how I managed to get to the place where I can do this. So first things first, in Reaper, you'll see, you can't even, yeah, right here, you can't even read it really, but what I'm using is a technology called Reroute, which is a Reaper thing. It allows me to, because the output from the tracks that's playing will go to the Focusrite and only to the Focusrite. But the Reroute allows me to basically make that accessible through ASIO, which is the sound protocol that is used by like directly to the sound card, right? So the Focusrite speaks through ASIO to the sound card. There's no latency. I can use that same protocol to avoid latency with a plugin for OBS that's here. It's called an SEO plugin. If you search, you'll find it. And so I reroute to those channels to the ASIO input capture. And then my Focusrite, I route to another audio capture. So thus the whole thing works and it does stuff. So yeah, this is gonna be me making the music happen magically. I gotta grab my bass here. I do not promise that. Ooh, that probably sucked on stream. Never do that. Never unplug your instrument live. Yes. Okay. Now I need headphones. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to play the current state of the recording with an existing bass line just for reference sake. And then, or do I need to? I don't know. You probably don't care what the existing bass line sounds like. It'll sound a lot like this. So I guess instead what I'll do for my first thing is I will do a single run through the entire song just to get a track with the bass. So in Reaper, I want to mute the existing bass track. Everything else is good. My recording track is muted, so everything's fine. I'm gonna rewind to the beginning. And yeah, we should be good to go. Hang on, I'm cocking things up here. Trying to be able to see what I'm doing while seeing what I'm doing. I went to the wrong window. All right. frames per second is kind of garbage, which means it's probably using Wi-Fi instead of my directly plugged into the networkless. So I'm going to quickly see if I can fix that. What is my... It knows I'm connected, doesn't it? Yeah, it knows I'm connected. So, why is it going so shit? Maybe my settings are off. Let's take a look at that. Stream, output, saying 5,500 kilobits per second. But it's limiting. Well, I don't know. So I'm probably choppy and shitty, and this is probably a garbage experience for you, the listener, but I'm doing what I'm doing. We'll figure it out. Or we won't. Either way. All right. So, I guess I should stop that recording too. We'll go with that just for now. This is not what our final bass line is going to sound like. I'm in the wrong spot. New DAW, new confusions. I'm just going to go back to the beginning. I used to use Audacity for all of this. So essentially the structure of the song is we start off in 11/8, and it's a fairly simple kind of vibe. Why the fuck isn't it using my actual... You know what? I'm going to stop and restart. And and we'll see if that fixes it. So if you're watching, which no one is, we're going to do this. Yeah, it's still coming in. Oh, no, there. Now it's better. 5,000 kilobits per second instead of 2,000. So that was probably a good choice. All right. So essentially, yeah, the beginning part is in 11/8 time, and which is difficult to count. Basically, it's like 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2, which isn't the end of the world, but you have to get a vibe for it. And it's been a while since I played this song, so my vibe's not perfect. But then it switches into 12/8, and goes back to 11/8. It's a whole thing. It's a fun song for that. Makes it fun to play. Hopefully it'll be fun to listen to. Hopefully the goal is with weird time signatures is that you do them well enough that your audience doesn't necessarily realize they're listening to some weird ass time. They're just hearing a song with a good groove and they can, get into it and vibe. All right, so my next step is I want to go through the parts sort of a little bit boringly and get a decent recording on each of them. So I'm going to create a new track. I'm going to keep this one muted and turn off the arming of the stuff. Insert new track. So this one will be throw away bass. And let's focus on the very start of the song and getting the groove. Oh, I got people chatting with me. And I don't have my restream chat open. One sec. And I can't seem to type. Restream chat. Starting. Let's see what we got here. The chat is waiting for new messages. Yeah, but I'd like to see the ones that I just missed. Can I even do that? Okay, I'm just going to quickly do this because I can't read nothing. No hope for the Nate. From what I can hear, you're good. I'm also on a work call, so I can't listen fully. Small to turn down the input gain on your interface to prevent the bass from clipping and recording as much. Then turn your bass fader up in the DAW. If you need more monitoring volume, set this on both Facebook and here. And it came from Twitch, but not Facebook. So I'm thinking Facebook. If you're on Facebook, you're probably not. Twitch is, or it's probably not doing the thing that I needed to do to tell me that you're existing and sending me comments. So if you want to talk, I would suggest YouTube or Twitch. Good call on the one back on. All right, so again, I'm gonna start with the things, and we'll just do the beginning part, try and get a crisp, and it's basically just which is not difficult, but is cool. Oh yeah, I got an arm. Okay, so record, and again I'm doing that thing. to save that. That will be our, it's essentially, I think it's okay, intro to first chorus, but let's give it a listen just so I can hear. I know I sort of not fat fingered, but I got some crappity. Hang on, I gotta tell this to send to Restream and reroute. I don't know if you can see that in the, no, you can't, unfortunately. But that's how I go about doing this. So there's, pardon me. All right, let's just play that back so I can hear how it worked out. I'm gonna mute the guitar. Because that's ultimately the drums and bass have to line up. And they kind of don't. And I'm going to say that the guitar might be throwing me off a bit there. So let's try that recording again, just with the drums in my ears. And we'll see how that works. That was weird. It sounded, that's how, I didn't realize that was the sound of the drum, because I don't hear that fully when the other noise is happening. I thought it was doubling up somehow and it was screwing me up, but it was correct and I was wrong. And it's on 8 for some reason that we're coming in. I knew that, but I forgot. Let's try that again. How did you wind up there? Hang on. Suddenly my Restream chat moved on me. And resized. I don't know what the fuck happened there. All right, let's try this again. Okay. I'm gonna just stop there because I know I'm getting this part wrong. What's going on in the song right there is it's the drums switch to 4/4 time, but the bass keeps on playing at 11/8. So I'm still going. And the drums are suddenly playing so that I'm off 1/8 note every single measure. By the time we do however many fucking measures it is, it all lines up again just in time for going into the chorus. That's challenging because it's challenging. I don't have a metronome track, unfortunately, which is a real pain because I would just kill the drums completely. And I might just do that without a metronome and try and fake it. We'll figure out what I'm going to do there. But essentially, what I want to do first is I just want to listen back to that and see if it actually makes a cleaner bass line. So I'm going to unmute this. I'm going to make sure that it's getting routed to RIA 2. All right. I'm actually just going to kill these two now that I think about it. The original bass isn't important to me. Just going to remove the track. Remove tracks. And we'll just start. I'm going to unmute the guitar. And let's give it a listen. The bass is up in the mix because I'm playing bass and want to hear how it balances timing wise. Okay. Thank you, Nate. You're helpful. So this is that 12/8 part. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to back up and just figure out where that spot was, where it changes. That is our spot. I'm going to zoom, I'm going to just punch out, or punch a new track right there. First I'm going to split this, because I don't need, where the fuck is split? Split items at cursor, and I'm going to kill that section. So we're going to make, I'm going to keep that unmuted, and I'm going to make a new track that I'm going to pop in on. There's probably better ways to do this if I was like a smart musician with all the recording engineer ninja powers. I would know. But I'm not, and I don't. So what I'm doing is I'm arming a new track that'll basically start here. And I'm going to try and capture, first I'm going to do the just going to call this start, whatever. And this will be called, for whatever reason, I call it the tribal drums part. I definitely want the guitar muted here. And I'm going to back it up a little bit so I have some room to breathe before I start. So I know where I'm at. And that was mostly good. The 4s over 11s part was not. I got Chad here. That's basically what I do. I have one track that I track in, and then the track that I put my good takes into after each that I take that I like. That's the way that I go about it too. I'm trying to balance not being a sound engineer and stuff. Like I recorded Johnny Incognito's 2 albums that we put out as like us doing the recording. And I literally, like, the way that I did that was I went downstairs before things started, grabbed a microphone, and I was like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here comes the change. And that was like the entire album. I did like that because no one had the songs tight enough to be able to like put down scratch tracks. So I was the scratch track. So I've always found a way to compensate for my inabilities. This is how I've done it, is I'll make a track. I might make a bunch of tracks overall, but I'll move the bits and pieces that I like in to the beginning part, and away we go. I have an idea what I'm gonna do. I don't know if it'll work, but that 11s over 7s or 11s over 4s part, because it's so fucking tricky, what I'm gonna do, and this is just pure guesswork right now. So I'm gonna duplicate the drums track. Drums 2, and it's not going to be different drums. It's going to be exactly the same fucking drums. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out where that part is and cut it. Cut it completely. So where would that be? So this is the start. Let's just give it a listen from here anyways. Why not? And I'll include the guitar just for reference so I can hear the whole thing. Let's do it so I can actually hear things. that is our spot where I want to punch in on this one. Is right. Oh, I hate when it does that. I don't understand this DAW well enough to. I'm just gonna. How the fuck do I get rid of that selection? There's a thing I have to do. I'm just gonna go like this, and there's like a. Fuck. There's a way for me to do this, and I can't remember. Is it under item? Just stop fucking selecting shit. Stop, damn it. Maybe that worked. I don't know. Anyways, it was right around here. And what I'm going to do in my second drum track, this is my theory, is I'm just going to... I love that. I'm going to split this here. Where's my split? Split items at cursor. And then let's play this. That around here, let's try this. It's like here. I'm going to pretend like this, I'll give myself a little bit of leeway. I'm going to split again at the cursor. And I'm just going to kill this part completely. So the drums will drop out, and I'm going to just rely on my own incredible metronome. So I'm going to mute this. And did I make a new track? I did. I'm going to call this 11s over 4s. And we're going to back up to that spot where it's starting. So I'm going to say let's start right here. I want this to be unmuted, actually. I don't want it to be armed. And I'm actually going to cut it as well. In the same way, I should have done this at the same time. That would have made more sense. But hey, no one said I was smart, just beautiful. I love that noise. I really do. We're going to split items at cursor, and I'm going to cut that, and then I'm going to arm my 11s over 7s track, and we're going to start. We'll start at the beginning of here just so I have time to get ready. And I'm going to mute this. My tribal will stay unmuted, and just make sure my drums 2 is unmuted and drums 1 is muted. Okay, let's try. Let's see how good my instinctive rhythm is. Oh, what the fuck did I do? I didn't remove my drums there. Hang on a second. What went wrong? What step did I miss in the equation? What did I delete there? So I deleted my... Oh, I deleted it from the start. That's not what I needed. Wrong track. Remember, kids, pay attention to what you're doing. So it's drums 2 that I want. That was probably loud for people. All right, so this one, come on. This one I'm going to cut, or split, sorry, and then I'm going to jump ahead here. And no, that's not where. That's not where. Where am I? It is here that I need to cut. Did I cut the guitar? I totally cut the guitar. Haha. You know what? In that case, let's just do a bunch of undos and make the world a better place. There. Guitar. Safe. Okay, guitar is safe. Now, again with this thing, I should check my chat. Oh yeah, that's okay. We're not getting any chat stuff. So this is the part where I want to cut. So I'm going to highlight the drum track, and I'm going to say, oh, I can't do it from there. Okay, we're going to split items at cursor, and it's somewhere around here. Am I right in the first spot? Because I thought I was, but I might not be. Let's find out. Yeah, that is right. Okay. That is the spot right here where I want to. I'm going to just go with right there. And I'm going to split items at cursor. I'm going to kill drums 2 in that spot. And then I want to actually that, I believe, is the spot where I'm going to cut my bass. So we'll split there, and then we go back to the start of that, and split that, and delete. So now if I mute my guitar, I should actually just have bass and drums. And I'm going to lower my bass even more because I still notice it clipping. And I don't know enough about how to like not do that in Reaper. So we'll start about here with our recording, and we're recording it on this new track. And let's see if I can do this. Oh wait, I want the bass. I don't want to be recording that track. Bass isn't muted. Tribal is not being rerouted, that's why. See, recording is exciting work. All right, I want to mute me, and I'm ready to record. Tribal is not muted. Start doesn't really matter because it's not going to impact us. Okay. bang on. I'd be surprised if it was bang on, but it might be bang on. Let's find out. I'm going to reroute that bass line that's there, and I'm going to, it's not muted, take record arming off, and I'm going to, first we'll just worry about this section with the drums, and I'll mute the second drum line and bring in the first drum line. So let's just play from here. Now I happen to know that, first off, that worked. I'm surprised that worked. Yay me. Way to go, fuck it me. So I'm just gonna trim off the end of this over fours thing, because at that point, right here, on this one, I'm going to split, and we'll delete that. And right here, we'll split. Ugh, bad. Right here, we'll split. Why does it keep jumping? I'm doing things probably wrong. And we're going to split, and then I can just kill that part. So that'll be like a seamless transition. Yay! And I can actually do the same at the beginning part here. If I mute this track and go here and back up close enough. I am not a perfectionist, you can tell. I'm going to split items there and then delete this. So that now has that tribal part working. And I know that I want to record I'm going to re-record the last section. I'm going to mute that actually, now that I think about it. I'm going to leave that open. I just want to redo this piece right here, which it doesn't seem to like that I want to do that. Why the fuck is it being, oh, because it's muted, that's why. So I'm just going to delete that, and we'll punch in like here-ish should work. Oh, don't do that. Why am I doing that? All right, we'll punch in there-ish, cue that to play. I'm going to mute it. This will work. What am I at here with my, oh, saucy. Thank you, Nate. 2 people are actually watching this. That's fucking cool. Hi, guys. All right, I'm going to try and catch that end part now. And then we'll listen to it, and then we'll think about cool shit we can do that maybe is outside my ability, but we'll pretend. All right, I'm gonna hit, actually I'm gonna give myself a little bit more warning. And I'm gonna step on my distortion. And yeah, we'll go. I forgot which part I was recording. I'm pretty satisfied with that as a basis. I'm gonna stop the recording because that seems a thing, and save that. Let me just let's quickly play this from the start. Then I'm gonna have a smoke break, and then we'll come back and figure out what I want to do with more. So make sure what I want muted is muted. That's muted. I don't want the guitars muted. And we'll just start from here. It's supposed to sound wrong here. just for the record, I never expected to be able to play in a band that made music that cool. I'm gonna. Oh, I got some comments. Oh, by the way, I added you to my host list, so if you're ever live when I am not, my channel will also play your video to try and bring more people. Thank you, Nate. You're fucking rad, dude. I will do the same as soon as I learn how to do that. Sounds slick. I'm so stoked about how cool that is. And this is it's so we also have evolved a little bit. I'm gonna go for a smoke in a sec. We've evolved a little bit in the last little while. We now have Chris Saunders from the Reckless Heroes and various other projects. Balragath is also playing guitar, and he's doing vocals along with a friend of mine, Hannah, who is also doing vocals. And I'm really stoked on how things are going to go. So I'm going to go for a smoke. And I mute my microphone in case my kids decide to like pee on the floor or whatever they do. I am back. I'm just taking a look. Nate suggested I set my keyframe. I don't know what that word means, but we'll find out together. Stream, no. Output, no, I don't think so. Video, no. Would be under stream, wouldn't it? No. Where did I set all these shit things? Where the fuck is that? Pretty sure it's a video or an output setting. Audio bitrate is 2. Video bitrate 5500. I'm on output mode is simple. That might be the issue. I don't think I can change that right now. Well, I think whatever keyframe means, I think I'm stuck right now with what I have. This is about the whole fact that the video keeps dipping in quality. So this will be a thing that I have to figure out and learn going forward. So anyways, I was thinking about, I went outside and while I smoked, I was listening to it. There's, in that 11/7 section, I'm doing this like, and I feel like that could be a lot cooler. So I'm just going to play around with that section a bit. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do it. Yeah, Chris is part of this. Chris is fucking rad. He's such a good human being and phenomenal musician. Basically, we had a bunch of people that we asked to be involved, and we sent them the rough recording of Elevensies and had them just do what they wanted with it. And his was so good from a guitar perspective, and he included vocals that were awesome. And Hannah also included vocals. They were fantastic and completely different vibes. And it turns out the two of them know each other from like elementary school, so they're totally good to collaborate, and it will be interesting. And I hope I get to sing some harmonies along the way. We'll see. Prague harmonized the piss out of it. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna in terms of the whole keyframe stuff, whatever that is. We're stuck for now, but I'll look into that and see what I can figure out in the long run. So yeah, I'm just gonna try 30-second videos sent your way on Facebook. Thank you, Nate. For the record, Nate Bonet or Bonnet. Is it Bonnet or Bonet? I always say Bonet because it makes me think of the Cosby Show, but I think it's actually Bonnet. Runs a studio in Medicine Hat. One of those amazing human beings that deserves all your love and attention. I can't think of the name of your Bonnet. Okay. I can't think of the name of your recording studio in Med Hat right now. So please, Octave Studios. If you're gonna record, Nate can do some shit for you. So definitely support the hell out of him. Join his Twitch stream. He does so many cool things. He's part of a band called No Hope for the Lost. I don't know. I type it in and it just automatically comes out of my fingers, but I haven't said it out loud much. And they're fantastic. It's him and Ray. Support the piss out of everything they do because they're fantastic people and they deserve all your love and attention. All right, so this section, I'm gonna noodle around a little bit. I'm gonna do stupid things like I'm gonna put my wah on. I think that will sound like shit, but we're gonna just play with it. So I don't know how to do loops properly. Some people have skill with things. I don't. So this would be in this section here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep that. I'm going to get rid of the guitar because the guitar will throw me off. And I'm going to get rid of the drums. And I'll keep my bass ahead of time so I can hear it coming. And this will act like a metronome, hopefully, for me. It might throw me off. It might not. Who knows? But I'm just going to try and make a selection. Can I do that? Oh, look at me. That didn't work. I don't know. I don't know what happened there, but that was kind of cool. I literally have no skill or knowledge when it comes to. Maybe I'll go like this. And we're going to make a new track. I don't know what I'm doing at all, so bear with me on this. And I'm going to arm it for recording. And we'll try and see if I can just sort of. The idea is I'm going to loop this section and just kind of keep playing over and over again and try different things. And. Did I give myself too? No, this is. I'm midway through the. Did Grew air? Oh. All right, we'll record from here. And I had a whole screen up that screwed me up. We'll try again. That's not a whole lot of warning. Can I? Don't imagine I'm going to like that, but let's hear it with all the other stuff. I want guitar and drums in there. This will probably be a long and involved process for all of you watching. But let's just... Yeah, I do not like that at all. But that's okay, because that's the point. I'm experimenting. So I'm going to undo that. Maybe? Yes. All right. Now, delay was not the thing. I wonder if I should, like, do, like, a little more of a walk. Let's figure out, kind of in theme of what I was playing. So it's like... Oh, hang on. So, bunching up on my fucking chords here. Where's shit going? That's the problem. Okay. Let's, so like... Now, how do I want to go? It's the basic vibe of the song. So if I like, I don't like that. It's a good note. This is not the right note. So. We'll try that. I'm probably going to fuck up a bunch, and that's why we're hopefully going to loop. Hopefully. Missed it. Let's just see if it loops. That'll be a cute process. I see Mr. Rob Dunlop commented. Hi, Rob. Now, in theory, it should just play here and then... Nope. Turns out, that's not how you do loops. I don't know how you do loops, but that, not how. I wonder if I have to, like, push a button or something. I would imagine there's, like, a record loop thing. Let me see. You guys can't see any of this, so it's just me staring at my computer awkwardly, looking into your souls. That's not how I would do it either. Item. Not seeing it. Track. Yeah, I don't know what I'm fucking doing, but I'm cute. I think I'm in the right spot here. Loop points linked to time signature. No, that's not quite right. Record mode, time selected, auto punch, time selected, auto punch selected items, overlaps existing media items. Almost. You know what? I don't know how to do it. Unless the thing I just saw before. Oh, that's locking. Okay, I'm just gonna keep manually doing it, and we'll figure it out. Let's give that a listen, because I have a feeling like that might make me a happier me. We'll again put the drums and guitar over top. And... Oh! Maybe I should unmute the track. That might be a thing. Let's try that again. I like that. I think it's a better version of stuff. So I'm going to keep that. I deleted what I just recorded. I'm going to redo it and try and get it sort of more gooder. Not if I'm not on the right screen, though. Okay. Or not if I'm not prepared. Comes in real sneaky like. Try this again. All right. feel like I'm off on my timing. For those that are watching, the reason that this is weird is, I actually specifically pull the drums out of that spot because I'm playing 11/8, it's 4/4. I've already talked about this, but I'm re-saying it for anyone that's joined us, which probably isn't a thing, but I'm just saying it. But I feel like the timing isn't quite right. I'm gonna play it back once and just like literally count, which is super cool. Okay. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 weird because my count seems right, but when I add the drums in, and the drums I assume are more correct than me, let's try this. I think I get why I'm confused here, and it's because where I'm coming in, I'm thinking there's more here when there's not. So I think I'm okay with that. I'm gonna re-record it one last time to try and get a good quality version. That's not how you get a good quality version. Fat fingers. Slow fingers. Now, let's play it back in here. Drums. And here I said, that means I have to hit that button. I'm mostly satisfied with that. I kind of like that there was an accident there that was. So I'm going to try re-recording it with that thrown in for kickity kicks. And we'll see if it works. Something along those lines. I'm going to try that again. This is what the creative process really looks like, folks. It's slow and boring. Okay, try this again. I think I like that. Let's give it a listen. This time, without muting the bass line. Like a chump. So drums. Let's do bass and drums right now. Little oops there, but now I just want to tighten up that where that comes in. So let's start here. So yeah, that's the spot. Split that. I think that's just like a little fragment. Yeah, okay, so I can delete that. And down here, we can split items at cursor, delete that. I can completely kill this track because it's no longer relevant. Now, let's listen with guitars and everything just to that section. And we'll see how it sounds all pieced together. Actually, I want to cut this too. Split, highlight, delete. Okay, so, and am I, oh, I'm not even sending, I'm not even sending this to the, that explains why people are confused. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. What did I do? Delete that. That's what I want. Yes, okay. So now I'm rerouting this. I'm going to take off the arm. Oh, I like that. We're saving. Save project. I'm actually really stoked with how that sounds. Now I think I'm going to take a moment and look at what I can do in terms of Reaper allows me to, oh shit, knocking things over and breaking electrical things. It's not a good idea. Okay, Reaper allows me to fuck around with effects. Oh, so many wires. Okay, why doesn't you stick in my ear? And my bass almost fell over. This is the worst thing about trying to be cool, is how bad I am at it. Not gonna fall now, hopefully. If it does, we'll hear it. Alright, so I'm gonna try, and I won't be able to show this because of the way the world is. First off, let's consolidate this all into one track. One bass track. So that means I need to do some of this. Let's zoom in so I know what I'm... Yeah, okay. Split items at cursor, delete. And I'm going to slide this up. And that should sound, yeah, seamless. Okay. Yeah, zoom out to a place where I can see what I'm doing again. Now, I think that's it. I think that's the whole schlemiel. Yeah, okay. Not quite so synced out. Okay, so now I'm going to play around with some effects. So I'm clicking the effects button. Now you can't see shit about what's happening. But I can. And that's what counts. And it's not responding. There we go. So add effects. I'm going to add the VST Guitar Rig 6. It'll take a second because it's slow. And I'm going to problem is this is all like, it's got all these great names that I don't understand in these various rigs, like cheesy 80s metal lead. If I search on bass, I'm assuming there's like nothing. 3D Mangler. Let's try 3D Mangler. And I think I can hit play while, maybe not. Holy shit, it's dogging. Okay, do not like that. Let's try this one. No, not into it. Let's try, maybe if I'd like build my own rack. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Let's close out. Let's look at just like some simple, like bass shit. And there's no bass rigs here, so that's why I'm fucking around. But like, let's see what a horrible punk tone, just to contrast. right, so I'm playing it through a filter. I'm gonna lower it in the mix just because it's pretty fucking loud. What is that? That is track 4. So I'm just gonna bring it back in the mix a little bit. Let's just hear how this sounds from the get-go. Oh, I'm satisfied with that. I'm going to just abrasively split this right here and delete the end. So it's certainly not like we're going to studio tomorrow to make this bad boy a huge album, but for progression, so it started with like that that line I think came during it started with the drum line. I think it was during COVID, and I think we played it like a couple of times before one of the lockdowns happened, and we were like, okay, it's hard. I can't count to 11. Life is tough. I suck. I will never be a good enough bass player to play along. And the cool thing about that was the part where we recorded that 11s over 4s, and I was like, I pulled everything out of the mix. I could only hear me playing, and I just knew the rhythm, and I got it, and I know how to play at 11s now. That's fucking cool. Um, but anyway, so yeah, we hammered around with it, came up with like a bare concept. Then we took it to a little bit of a next level with adding. I did the originally it was like literally just the whole song was like do 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 on the E string, and so I added the more melodic bass part to the beginning undistorted parts, and then we added the what I call the tribal section based on a change that Reno did to the drums, and kind of got it all in decent working order. And now we're refining, and that's what I've been doing for the last hour and 25 minutes. And I think I'm good now. I'm gonna export this. I'm gonna send it to the band and tell them the things I did that were weird and awesome. And yeah, this has been fun for me. I'm glad to actually have the opportunity to share this with people if anyone cared, because I think it's neat. I think it's interesting, and I think it's cool to see how people work. Even though I'm like an idiot, I'm a me idiot.